estimate. Right, welcome back, and that was the first exclusive interview the NILE TV held with Vice Admiral Osama Rabia, Chairman and Managing Director of the Suez Canal Authority. With all pride and proudness, it was made this morning right after the refloating of the cargo and right after the resumption of the Suez Canal navigation route. Let me here welcome our guest, Dr. Cherif Amir, Professor of International Relations. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And before I delve into our discussion, let me here just take the what President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi wrote on his on the social media, on his official social media. It was a very important and very kind of very proud post that was put by the President here. The President thanked every faithful Egyptian who contributed technically and practically to ending the crisis of the Evergreen ship, which has brought to a halt navigation in the Suez Canal for almost a week. And the President also said that the Egyptians managed today to end the crisis of the delinquent ship in the Suez Canal, despite the tremendous technical complexity that surrounded this operation. That was exactly the post by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the social media. And if I may start with the process. The process itself, I think that it was all made by Egyptian 100% human technicians, equipments. Please illustrate, how do you view that?
It's the excellence of crisis managing, and not domestic crisis, international crisis managing. We can literally say we saved international commerce from collapsing. We have seen the oil prices, how it jumped, how there was disruptions, and this showed that Egypt was the hub of the international trade lines. Then we showed the world it was not our fault, but still we were capable of managing the crisis from A to Z by saying we would do it by our own hands, our own expertise, and we will do it quickly. And this is the excellence of the managing of this route. We're telling to the world that Egypt is not only capable of constructing and doing new projects, we're capable of safeguarding it, dealing with problems, and restoring the security, not only the security in geopolitics, but for trade and commerce. Today, Egypt managed to show the world that commerce could be held by Egypt's hands.
Just let me here take the photo here with me, and the photo shows the refloating of the ship, and it is taking its course already. Yep. And that the route is open and that the navigation has resumed, because some of the rumors have were said that we were not really saying the facts. So here are facts on the ground. That is in the morning, and that when the cargo resumed.
All Egyptian boats, all Egyptian men, it's all Egyptian 100%.
Right, indeed, and that in itself is a triumph.
We're proud.
And a sort of relief and proudness.
Of course.
If I may here speak about the Evergreen ship and the start of the whole crisis, and let us just speak of how it began. What exactly, or how did the issue started to have this very negative impact worldwide? What happened?
Well, like what Vice Admiral Osama Rabia, the head of the Suez Canal, said today, is there are question marks about many events that took place. We all know that the weather was very bad. We all know that the cargo got astray. but there is also some human errors. Investigation should take place, and these are the principles of any country ruled by law, sovereign country. I think the investigation is Egyptian 100%, of course.
Yes. Let me here take your reading to the president when he posted on Facebook that the Egyptian managed today to end the crisis of the delinquent ship, despite the tremendous complexity or technical complexity that surrounded this operation. How did you read the words of the president? How was it a very really complex situation, and how the world reacted towards that?
As I usually say, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is a visionary. He is someone who has a clear vision, and since day one in office, he started focusing on the Middle East, and especially the east part of Egypt, which is the Suez Canal. So when the problem occurred, he was very well prepared in dealing with that. Answering to your question, of course, he knew exactly how the media outside Egypt will act, how the international community will react. And this took a real strength of a leader, not to react according to what is said out of Egypt, but to wait, study, and see, and work according to a timetable. This is President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi from the first day. He didn't listen to any of the words said outside of Egypt. He was focusing about the internal problem and how to fix it. And these are practical leadership. These are the people who lead countries. We have a problem, we have to find a solution as quick as we can. So President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi today was very clear that we had a problem, we fixed it, and congratulations to everyone. There is a next step afterwards. And I think that the outside media and outside rumors were trying...
No, we'll speak about that. That would take its part. That would take its part. But let me here take the refloating of of the container ship Evergreen is considered to be an achievement.
Of course.
And it's not the first achievement. It's a record in Egypt's achievements that were made lately.
Of course. We showed the world that we were capable of dealing with several issues that, let's say, some analysts thought that we won't go, we will not offer comment. Let's say the economic problems, the coronavirus, the terrorist actions, the disruptions in Libya, in Sudan, and all these problems, and then Suez Canal. And I think that we were telling the world, yes, there are problems, it happens everywhere, but this problem is special because it touches all the world in the heart of Egypt. This is what President Sisi said from first day, we are the hub of this world, and you will see that we are the manager, we manage the crisis from Egypt to help the whole world. Today we showed the world, yes, your economy could be in the hands of Egypt, but still Egypt is a sovereign country, Egypt is powerful, capable of working around the clock to resolve the problem. And
to resolve its own problems by its own hands.
I was very proud also that we didn't rush to any conspiracy theory. We didn't point the fingers to anyone. We didn't listen to any rumors. We acted according to what we should deal with, but we know the truth, and we know that there is investigations, and we know how to deal with it. We are not navigating according to outside rumors. We are navigating according to our national interest. Egypt is a sovereign country capable of protecting the most sensitive routes in the world. As Vice Admiral said, Osama Rabia, the safest, the shortest, and it will remain like that with Egyptian hands and Egyptians under Egyptian sovereignty. Whatever it takes, we'll work around the clock to protect our interest and the interests of the whole international community also.
Yes. Yes. Before I continue on with our discussion, Let me first take this report and see the whole process itself. And traffic in Suez Canal resumes after stranded ship refloated. Let's watch.